Well, thankfully, Karen, things are improving quite a bit for us early this morning. A little recap for you, though. Several tornadoes in North Georgia during the overnight hours. Don't have an official count, but probably more than 6 individual tornadoes. And this may have been the most powerful one. Molly is on the way to check out the damage. This is down in Lamar County and Upson County. You can see Thomaston. Notice there it is. There's the tornado right there. And I've put this measurement tool on the map. That's 57 miles from when you see it in Talbot County and coming right through Thomaston and then heading all the way up through Monroe County. It may have been on the ground for over 50 miles as it moved through, and it was very impressive on the radar. So that one likely did some considerable damage. We're also seeing damage from a likely tornado that came through the southern part of Atlanta. Rodney's been keeping an eye on that, and those tornadoes farther up to the north and to the west. But things are quieting down quite a bit out there early this morning. We have some heavy thunderstorms moving out of our area now, and just one last line of showers coming through Athens. After that, we are going to be seeing mainly clear skies, some clouds building up this afternoon, but nothing to be too concerned about. The wind will be active for us today. We're looking at wind gusts between about 15 and 25 miles per hour. Temperature-wise today, it'll climb out of the 60s and get into the 70s. So we have some nice weather for storm cleanup, and there will be a lot of storm cleanup in North Georgia because it wasn't just the tornadoes. Straight line damaging, powerful winds coming through as well overnight. We'll talk much more about this storm system and what's coming up in the 7-day forecast.
All right, Fred, thank you so much. And new at 5:02, a community in shock as overnight tornadoes actually killed one person in Bartow County. Our Ayani Hughes is live in a Cartersville neighborhood where a tree fell right onto a family's home. Ayani, you have some new information for us at 5, and I see you've got fire officials with you as well.
Yes, Karen, we do. They actually were able to finally get the victim from underneath the tree that fell on his home here in Cartersville. And I'm here with Deputy Chief Ray King right now, and he just has the basic information. I mean, just tell us about what happened.
Okay, around 1:15, we got a call that a tree had fell over on a house and someone was trapped. Upon our arrival, it was about the peak of the storm here in Cartersville. On our arrival, we were able to make access to the patient and determine that he was dead.
Okay, and you were telling me earlier that his age, he was a 34-year-old man that was...
34-year-old male.
Okay. And I guess what's the next step now that was your main task before, was to be able to get the man out from under the tree? What's the next step?
Well, the next step is to be able to stabilize the structure so that it's safe for it doesn't fall. And then, of course, Public Works will remove that and they'll try to restore power to the area.
And as far as this devastation, I mean, what is this rate on the level of devastation you've seen?
This is pretty bad. We take this very seriously. We take a loss of life.
Assignment is complete. Squad 4 is in service.
And so that is the latest information. It was a 34-year-old male that was unfortunately killed in his home. The rest of the family was able to get out. Thank you, Chief Deputy King. The rest of the family was able to get out, and they are around, just waiting on more information as far as his condition. But for now, we are here live in Cartersville. Ayani Hughes, CBS 46 News.
Ayani, thank you for that. And breaking right now, 82,000 people don't have any power right now. Here are the latest numbers in Metro Atlanta. More than 4,000 people don't have power. Fulton County, 1,700. Clayton County, 1,400. In DeKalb County, 1,000 in Gwinnett as well. We're going to update these numbers for you throughout the morning. And breaking right now, a tree comes crashing down in southeast Atlanta. It smashed into a car and took down power lines. Rebecca Schramm just arrived at the scene, and she's joining us with new information. Rebecca, what's happening right now?
Hi, Gravir. We are on Baywood Drive, and we've got a police officer who's blocking the road right now. And I want to show you why. We've got some power lines that are basically draping over the street here. And if you were to drive up, you probably would not be able to see it. So that is why the officer is here. What you can't see on the other side of these limbs here, there's a vehicle under there. The tree fell onto a car. We're told nobody was in it. everybody's okay. But yeah, that's what we're dealing with. We're just a few blocks over from where we were in our last hour when we had a tree that had partial limbs that fell onto a home, trapping a man. Again, he was not injured. We've got another case of no injuries, thank goodness, here in Southeast Atlanta. But this is the kind of thing we're seeing all over this part of Metro Atlanta. We told you in the 4 o'clock hour, actually even as early as our 3 o'clock hour, that we had a tornado that touched down in College Park, and that tornado did a little bit of damage. We're trying to pinpoint it as we go this morning. We're sort of hopping around finding you some of the damage we're seeing, and this is just one example of it. So again, several streets with power lines down. It is why you need to be super careful this morning. Wait until daylight before you venture out to take a look at the damage, because you certainly don't want to roll up on a live electrical wire. So please take it safe this morning. It looks like the rain is gone, but I want Joe to kind of zoom up because we've got a little bit of good news for you. You might be able to see that is the moon peering out this morning behind those trees. So it looks like the clouds are gone. A little bit of good news for us, but yeah, a lot of damage left behind. We're live in Southeast Atlanta. Rebecca Schramm, CBS 46 News.